We just did this on a private call. And I know my artwork is bad, okay? But most salespeople have it completely reversed. And what I mean by reversed is, here's their sales process. Hey, if I could just have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to talk to you about our XYZ widget, right? Our XYZ widget is awesome. It does A, B, C, D, E, and F, and there's these reporting dashboards, and it's awesome, and it's only $99 a month, and it can really help you with your business, okay? As close as they get is lines like, this can make you more efficient. This can help your business. This can help you grow. That's as close as they get to what we're going to call an outcome, okay? So an outcome. Here's the problem, okay? First of all, they're screwed up. The outcome is not we're going to make you more efficient. The outcome is if there's, like in this scenario that we talked through today, let's say there's a theft at an ATM, you're going to instantaneously have video of the perpetrator so that you can give that information to the responding law enforcement officers in a moment's time. What's the outcome of that? The outcome of that, of being able to give law enforcement the visual of the perpetrator in a moment's time, is that that perpetrator is going to be far less likely to continue to try and infiltrate your bank or whatever it is at other ATMs. The outcome of that is, if we can stop these things quickly, we're probably not going to have a news truck in front of our bank. The outcome of having a news truck in front of our bank is not good. That does not look good if they're like, robbery at Fifth Big Bank, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, my money's there, I need to leave, okay? Here's what I mean. If we have a process of bank, we can do monitoring, we can give you reports, we can do this, bop, all this technology, bits, bytes, blinking lights, reports, and worse we get to the outcome of we'll make you more efficient, better we get to the outcome of we're going to be able to prevent crime and then solve it quickly. Here's the problem. Here's what people need to do. Just flip this over. They don't get it. It's so weird, but they've got it bass-ackwards, right? If I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to talk to you about us. Boom, 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 product, demo, da-da-da. And if you buy this, it will help you. Just flip it over, right? Hey, Mike, I've got an idea I wanted to talk to you about that I wanted to get your opinion on. Could you give me a call? I'm on my mobile, 720-660. Yeah, what's up? This is Mike, General Manager at Fifth Third. Yeah, so one of the things that we're seeing right now is an uptick, and I've got a report I could send you, 836% increase in people putting what they call skimming machines on ATMs. What that means is one of your customers, when they put their credit card in the machine, they're really not putting it in your machine. They're putting it in a skimmer's account, and that skimmer is going in and wiping out that person's essentially their whole financial life, right? And one of the things that we've found is law enforcement is actually stretched so thin right now that if you don't have the proper cameras in place that, one, deter those people from doing that in the first place, and two, God forbid if they still do despite the fact that you've got the latest technology on monitoring, if you're not able to give law enforcement video and images of that person instantaneously, it usually gets put on the back burner 2 to 3 days. And 2 to 3 days could be the difference in a news story being there in the parking lot of one of your locations. How are you guys dealing with that? What have I talked about? Okay, look, I flipped it over. I started with the gosh darn outcome. What did I say about me? Nothing, nada, zilp, zero, zilch. Listen to how visceral that story was. And if you ran that bank, you'd be like, this could happen to me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we have the pinhole thing, and I don't even know if those cameras even work. I know Susan was talking about that. We don't even know where that thing goes. Yeah, I mean, that's an issue. Does it make sense for me to get our team in there? We can show you in a minute and a half how easy it is to have this video file, be able to give that to law enforcement. And I'd love to actually bring the device and show you what it looks like, because this is one of those things that when a perpetrator sees it, they typically keep walking. But if they don't, we're going to know exactly who it is, and you're going to know exactly who it is in a moment. Does it make sense for me to bring a device by the branch and show it to you? Yeah, absolutely. Can you be here tomorrow? But if you just, it frustrates the hell out of me. Because this is what we do. If I could have 5 minutes of your time, I'd like to talk to you about our new surveillance technology. Now I'm all set. Thanks. Bye. Right? News in your lot. On the 5 o'clock news. People are getting robbed at your bank versus 5 minutes of your time, new technology. Robbed at your bank, new technology. Robbed at your bank, new technology. Start with the damn outcome. When you slow the process down in the beginning and start talking about the outcome, you will speed up the result in the end. When you have this conversation in the beginning, does this person need to see everything in your demo? Nope. Do they need to go through all of your reporting? Nah. Do they need to see all of the different modules and bolt-ons and add-ons? No. The contract is closed because of the fact that you told me you want to ensure that all 64 of your branches have the latest and greatest technology to deter theft, and God forbid something happens, you're able to give the law enforcement when they're there, which may be the only time you're going to be able to speak with them within, say, 60, 90 days because they have 500 other cases they're dealing with. You're going to make sure that you're equipping them with everything possible in order to find that person and stop this from happening. Does it make sense for me to get installed in all your branches? Hells yes. I didn't even ask you, what does it cost? I don't know, $5,000 a month, whatever it is, right? It's worth it. It's worth it. If we just slow down in the beginning and flip that process, you guys will sell a lot more. But you're not doing it. You're still calling people and say, hey, I'd like to talk to you about how we help, blah, 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 blah. Give them a story. Slow the process down. Don't talk about what you sell. Talk about the outcome of them getting it, right? What are you making right now? Oh, I'm doing $150,000 right now. Where would you like to be? Never really thought about that. If you were to think about it, what would that number be? Number one rep in our office sold $750,000. Made $750,000 last year. What's preventing you from selling as much as they sold? I don't know, it just seems easier for them. When you say it seems easier for them, can you give me a specific example? Yeah, they're getting referrals, right? And they just seem to have everything really organized on when they call people, right? And they're scheduling more meetings, right? Because of the fact that you told me you want to be able to get referrals, you want to be efficient, you want to be more effective, you want to schedule more meetings, you want to close those meetings, and you want to take your income from $150,000 to $750,000, you're a perfect fit for Easton University sales coaching. Does it make sense to get you on board so we can get you on that path to $750,000? Yeah. How do you say no to that, right? I want $500 as of today. Right now it's $500. Price is going up pretty soon, but as of today it's $500. I want $500 a month to show this person how to go from $150,000 to $750,000. That's a $600,000 delta for a $500 a month investment. What if I'm lying? Which I'm not. We have 1,000 video testimonials. What if we get halfway there? It's a $500 a month investment for $300,000 return. The reason why I'm able to close so many deals and my people are able to close deals is we slow the hell down in the beginning and figure out what's your biggest reason for wanting sales coaching. Where are you at right now in terms of income? What's that next financial milestone you want to achieve? That's the conversation that we have before we ever talk portal access, 2 weekly lives, certified master sales consultant credential. We don't talk about any of that stuff until we learn what's going on in that person's life. It just makes things easier. Flip the script. Because here's the other last piece of that. And we talk about this in the eastonuniversity.com monetization course. And you guys need to realize this, okay? Life is not fair. If you talk about their current situation and where they want to go after you have already demoed your product, and especially after you've given them a price, that conversation, I'm not saying don't have it, but it means about that much. Why? Because if I've given Muhammad a price of how much it's going to cost to get sales coaching from me, and then I start to ask Muhammad, where are you at in terms of income? Where do you want to be? It seems obvious to Muhammad that, man, this guy is just trying to justify his price. Versus if we start with that conversation and then I say, hey, Muhammad, because of the fact that you told me you want to go from $150,000 to $750,000, what's preventing you from getting there is referrals from your current base, being able to prospect and reach out to new base, and be able to close or skillfully set a next step with every deal. I believe you're a perfect fit for our sales coaching. That's going to give you all of that and more to put you on that road from $150,000 to $750,000. Does it make sense to get you access? I just monetized the deal in 2.5 minutes. If you work in sales and you need to make twice as much money as you do right now to really enjoy your life, you've really only got 3 options. Option number 1, you can continue to work your butt off in the job you have right now, hoping for some sort of miracle to happen, where you start taking home double the money while doing things the exact same way you do them right now. That's pretty unlikely. Or option number 2, you can look for another job at a totally different company, hoping you're gonna catch some sort of once-in-a-lifetime wave where sales just seem to flow your way. All right, again, highly unlikely, and we both know waves in sales, well, they don't last very long. Or option number 3, you can click the button here and get instant access to a simple, straightforward sales process that will help you take home twice as much money as you do right now while putting in far less effort than you do today. My name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you click the button, you're going to see how our interactive sales coaching portal and weekly live coaching sessions with me will help you double your income within 60 days. Easton University is more than an interactive sales coaching portal. It's more than being able to ask me questions in a live setting every single week. It's your future, and you and your future are worth it. Click the button. I will see you on the other side. Your life is about to get a lot better. Click through now.